What if I told you that Mexico has weapons in its arsenal so powerful that very few people even know they exist, and that some of them could actually rival those of world powers? Hard to believe, right? Because we are talking about a country that rarely makes the headlines when it comes to futuristic weapons or military superpowers. But the question is clear. What destructive beasts does the Mexican army hide to defend its territory and maintain sovereignty against any threat? Today in TechZNX, you are going to discover the 7 most powerful weapons of Mexico, machines capable of changing the course of a conflict and proving that the country is far more prepared than you imagine. So get ready, because what you are about to see will shock you. Let's begin. Number 7. F-5 Tiger II. We start this ranking with a fighter jet that, although born during the Cold War, is still the supersonic predator of Mexican skies, the Northrop F-5 Tiger II. Don't let its age fool you. This aircraft can fly at more than Mach 2, exceeding 2,400 kilometers per hour. That means in just minutes, it can cross the entire country and confront any intruder. The F-5 is armed with 20mm cannons and can carry Sidewinder air-to-air missiles capable of blasting an enemy fighter in mid-air. It can also deploy precision-guided bombs against ground targets, fast, agile, and lethal in close combat. What's striking is that despite being a design from the 1970s, Mexico has kept it updated with modern avionics, more advanced radars, and digital cockpits. With these upgrades, the Tiger II is still a dangerous rival. And here's the truth. These would be the first fighters to scramble in a real war scenario. They are the guardians of Mexican airspace, ready to intercept, chase, and destroy any threat. The F-5 Tiger II is not just an aircraft. It's a reminder that Mexico has supersonic wings ready to roar when needed most. Old? Yes. Limited? Sure. But in the hands of an expert pilot, it can still turn into a ruthless hunter in the skies, a steel ghost that many call obsolete, but one that still knows how to kill. Number 6. EMB 145 Erieye. If the F-5 Tiger II is Mexico's claw, the EMB is its brain, a modified jet carrying on its back one of the most advanced radars ever deployed in Latin America. At first glance, it looks like an elongated executive jet, but the Erieye radar it carries transforms it into a strategic weapon. It can detect enemy aircraft, missiles, or drones over 400 kilometers away, even those flying low or hiding behind mountains. In simple terms, nothing enters Mexican airspace without being seen first by this beast. But it's not just about watching. The EMB is a true flying command center. It can coordinate fighters, direct helicopters, guide surface-to-air missiles, and link ground and naval units in real time. It's like Mexico launching a mini Pentagon in the skies, controlling the battle from above. In combat, the Erieye would be the first to spot intruders. While an F-5 takes off to intercept, the EMB feeds it precise data: altitude, heading, speed, and even predicted maneuvers. That means Mexican fighters never fight blind. They always know where to strike. Its radar can track hundreds of targets simultaneously, classify them, and prioritize threats. Imagine a screen lighting up with red blips, while from the skies the next moves of the entire defense are decided. The Erieye doesn't fire missiles or drop bombs, but it's just as lethal, because without eyes, there is no war. And for Mexico, these electronic eyes are what allow every fighter, frigate, and helicopter to move as a single organism in the battlefield. In short, if enemies want to enter Mexican skies, they'll first have to deceive this radar beast, and that's almost impossible. Number 5. UH-60 Blackhawk. Without a doubt, one of Mexico's most feared and respected weapons. This multi-purpose helicopter, built in the United States, is used by the most lethal special forces on Earth, and the Mexican Army has dozens of them in service. Why is it so critical? Because the Blackhawk is the Swiss Army knife of aerial combat. It can transport elite troops, launch direct attacks on enemy positions, carry out rescues in war zones, and even operate as a heavy assault platform. Its power is brutal. It can carry more than a dozen fully armed soldiers, cross jungles, deserts, or mountains, and land in minimal spaces. It's armored against small arms fire. And the shocking part, it can be fitted with 70mm Hydra rockets, 12.7 caliber machine guns, automatic grenade launchers, and even missile systems. Picture this, an enemy convoy moving through a valley. Suddenly, several Blackhawks descend low and fast. In seconds, they unleash machine gun fire, saturate the zone with rockets, and before the enemy reacts, they unload a unit of special forces right into the heart of battle. That's what it means to have Blackhawks in your arsenal, striking anywhere, fast and with precision, and their resilience is chilling. These helicopters can take direct hits and keep flying. They are built to survive the harshest environments, from burning deserts to humid jungles, and can operate day and night with advanced night vision systems. The UH-60 is not just a helicopter. It's a declaration of air power. Wherever it appears, the course of battle shifts. It's the mechanical roar announcing that Mexico's elite has arrived, and that there will be no escape. Number 4. Oaxaca-class oceanic patrol vessels. They are much more than simple patrol boats. These are steel giants, designed and built by Mexico's own Navy, capable of staying at sea for up to 30 full days without resupply. At first glance, they look like patrol ships, but what they hide makes them intimidating war machines. Each one carries a 76mm Automalera cannon, 25mm automatic turrets, heavy machine guns, and electronic defense systems. They also feature a helipad on deck, able to operate helicopters like the Panther or Naval Blackhawk. Imagine one of these Oaxaca ships on patrol. It detects a suspicious vessel in the ocean. Radar locks on, and in seconds, it can fire a cannon powerful enough to destroy ships kilometers away. If the enemy tries to flee, it launches fast intercept boats. If air surveillance is needed, a helicopter takes off from its deck to extend its reach. But the real edge is autonomy. These ships can patrol entire stretches of coastline and open sea without depending on anyone. In wartime, that means Mexico can project armed presence in strategic waters for weeks, sending a clear message. No one enters its seas undetected or unchallenged. The Oaxaca class is not an aircraft carrier or a destroyer, but in the Latin American context, it is a titan, guardians of the Mexican Ocean, always ready to intercept and, if needed, open fire without hesitation. In short, while Erieyes watch the skies, these steel giants guard the seas. Together they form an invisible wall defending Mexican sovereignty. Number 3. Aspide Air Defense Systems. These are literally the guardians of the skies. Mexico fields Aspide surface-to-air missile systems, weapons designed to shoot down enemy fighters, spy drones, and even cruise missiles before they reach Mexican soil. The Aspide is a medium-range missile that flies at more than Mach 4, over 4,800 kilometers per hour. In seconds, it can intercept an intruding aircraft and turn it into burning debris mid-air. Its range exceeds 20 kilometers, striking threats long before they are even visible. Picture the scene: an enemy squadron approaches Mexican airspace. On the ground, Aspide radars detect them. In seconds, missiles launch, streaking upward like lightning, slamming into target after target. Enemy fighters have no time to react, no escape. The sky lights up with explosions, and suddenly what looked like an offensive becomes an aerial graveyard. And the chilling part is that Aspide doesn't work alone. It integrates with modern radars and can link with other defense systems, making Mexico's airspace extremely difficult to penetrate. In short, Aspide is Mexico's invisible wall, the steel shield that protects its skies, sending a blunt message: if you fly here uninvited, you will never land again. Number 2. Sigma 10,514 class frigates. Here we're not talking about patrol boats or lightships. We're talking about state-of-the-art war frigates, designed with the Dutch company Damen and built directly in Mexican shipyards. They are, without a doubt, the most imposing colossi of the Mexican Navy. The Sigma class is not just for patrol, it's a platform of total destruction. Each frigate can wipe out entire fleets with a nightmare arsenal. Harpoon Block II anti-ship missiles with ranges beyond 120 kilometers, designed to sink everything from corvettes to destroyers. Ram Block II missiles flying at supersonic speed to intercept threats from fighters to cruise missiles. Mark 54 anti-submarine torpedoes, silent predators hunting in the depths, a 76mm Bofors cannon, a rapid-fire gun pulverizing ships, aircraft, and incoming projectiles alike. And that's just what has been officially disclosed. Their real strength lies in strategic reach. These frigates can operate for weeks in international waters, deploy helicopters, launch fast interception craft, and integrate long-range radars to coordinate full naval warfare. They're not just offensive, they're machines designed to carry the Mexican flag anywhere on the planet. Imagine it, a Sigma cruising silently in open seas. Suddenly it launches a harpoon. The missile flies low, hugging the waves, invisible to radar. Seconds later, it slams into an enemy ship. The explosion bends thousands of tons of steel, dragging it under in minutes. The Sigma class is, without doubt, the most advanced naval weapon Mexico has ever had. A technological leap and a clear warning. Mexico's oceans are not empty. They are guarded by true war titans. Number 1. Harpoon Block II missiles. At the very top, we reach Mexico's most feared card, the deadliest strike at sea. Each of these monsters is more than 4 meters long, flies at supersonic speeds, and skims the waves like a ghost almost impossible to detect. With ranges exceeding 120 kilometers, they can hit and sink enemy ships before those ships even realize they were attacked. One single impact is enough to turn thousands of tons of steel into a fireball. Frigates, destroyers, even aircraft carriers, none are safe when a harpoon is inbound. And the worst part? There is no guaranteed defense against them. These missiles are no theory. They are already integrated into Mexico's Sigma-class frigates. That means in just minutes, Mexico could unleash a devastating strike against any foreign fleet coming too close. The Harpoon Block II is not propaganda. It's not empty deterrence. It's a brutal reminder that even though the United States is the world's greatest power, one single missile can sink even the largest of its colossi. In short, this missile is Mexico's final blow, the steel fist guaranteeing that anyone who underestimates its seas will pay in fire and steel, sinking into the ocean. And there you have it, the 7 most powerful weapons of Mexico. From supersonic fighters still roaring in the skies, to frigates and missiles capable of sinking enemy warships in minutes. These are machines many don't even know about, but they prove one thing: Mexico is no minor force. It has claws, fangs, and enough steel to defend sovereignty against any threat, even giants like the United States. Now the question goes to you. Do you think these systems are enough for Mexico to stand up to a world power? Or should the country invest in even more advanced weapons for the future? Leave us your answer in the comments. We want to know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to TechZNX, because what's coming next will leave you speechless.